Hi everyone, this is Arad from English for Everyone, and today in this lesson I'm going to answer Sarah's question. Sarah sent me this sentence and asked me a question. The sentence was, what kind of music, actually that is a question, what kind of music do you like to listen to? That was the sentence, the question that she sent, and said, why do we have to at the end of this question? And some other questions end in prepositions. Okay, these are my examples. Yeah, she sent this one as an example and I added 5 more. Yeah, we have some questions and they have the format of questions. They solve the WH words, continue with auxiliaries, and they follow all the rules that they should. They end in question mark, but they have a preposition at the end. This one has got to, this one in, for, as, about, and on. Can't we have the question without these? It's a bit confusing. Well, no. You know, if we omit these ones, sometimes the question completely changes, sometimes it's nonsense. It doesn't make the, it's not the same thing that you wanted to say. These are necessary and they are part of the sentence. Now let's check them and let's familiarize ourselves with these ones. Why we have these over here. Let's imagine that someone is given, says something, a statement, okay, and gives us some information, but we can hear the person well. Maybe it's over the phone, or I don't know, maybe we are in the kitchen and the person is talking in the living room and I can't hear the person, and I ask the question again. The person says, for example in this one, says, I like to listen to blah, 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 blah. And I can't hear this bit. I didn't hear it, okay? The person says, I like to listen to. You see, the person says to. This is a part of the sentence, the statement that the person makes, okay? And I didn't hear this part, okay? So, I want to catch now. I want to find out what this one is. So I make the question and I say, what kind? What kind? What kind is going to give me the answer that is over here, that I couldn't hear it, alright? But, because I am looking for this piece of information, I omit this, because I can't have the answer in my question. That's obvious. So this comes in the sentence and makes the sentence, change the sentence to a question. But I should not omit the other parts, okay? So, like is the verb, listen is the, the infinitive, the preposition, the subject. I can't omit those things. I just omit the thing that I am asking. Okay, I just omit the piece that I need, okay, which is the object in this case. Okay, so I repeat the sentence up to, of course in the format of a question, up to preposition, because that is a part of the original sentence, okay? Or over here the person says, I have lived in blah blah blah, and I can't hear that. Okay, say, excuse me, which cities have you lived in? Okay, person says lived in, okay? Or if one wants to answer this question, what should they say? They should say, I have lived London. No, they need the preposition before the name of the city. I have lived in London. So this to is actually part of that answer, or part of that statement that we are making the question from, okay? And in some cases like this one, if we omit it, it is a different question. For example, I say, what are you writing on? Okay, I am writing on something and you can't see that, and you ask me, what are you writing on? If you omit on from the question, then the question is, what are you writing? Okay, I would say, I'm writing a letter. And you can't understand what is in my hand that I am writing on, because you haven't asked about the thing that I am writing on. Okay, you're asking me about things that I am writing. So you see, the question changed. The answer to question 1 is different from the question 2. What are you writing? I'm writing a letter. What are you writing on? I'm writing on a piece of paper. Okay, so the answer is different because the thing that we are writing is different from the thing that we are writing on. Okay, or it might make it more clear for us if we bring it to the beginning of the sentence and say, on what are you writing? Maybe, okay? If this is the case, then check it this way. Replace it and see if it makes it easier. To what kind of music do you like to listen? Maybe this is more familiar to you because of your, your background language, because of your mother tongue, okay? I don't know. If that helps, then try that way, and then it will be more clear for you why we have this at the end. Let's look at the other examples. Who do you want it for? Okay, the person says, I want it for blah blah blah, and I can't hear that, and I ask, who do you want it for? For is a part of the statement that we have heard, okay? Or the answer, who do you want it for? I want it for my sister. I can't say I wanted my sister. Doesn't make sense, okay? Something's missing actually. Or if I say, who do you want it? Who is asking about the person. Who do you want? Who do you want? The answer is, I want, I don't know, somebody. I want my mother, for example, the person. But so this is a complete question up to this part. And then what is this doing over here? Doesn't make really sense. Who do you want it? That's extra. That's, well, if for is here, then that's not extra. Who do you want it for? Then that completes the meaning of the question. Or for who do you want it? If it is easier for you, if you get it, you understand the relation, then you take it to the beginning of the sentence, then do this. Practice with some of the questions, it will be easier for you. What time should we meet at? At what time should we meet? What time should we meet at? We should meet at 9. We should meet at some time. So we use at for the time that we are going to answer. So this is needed in the question as well. What are you talking about? I am talking about something. So about is a part of the answer that I am going to make. I'm going to give. So about is needed in the question as well. Where? At the end of the question. Okay, so these are when we are talking, when we are asking about the object and the objects that appear after the prepositions. So we need to gain information. We need to ask about the object. So we omit object that is originally over here. Okay, but we keep the preposition, and it happens to be at the end of the question, but it's not a problem. Okay, so we can have prepositions at the end of the sentence, or let's say at the end of the questions, and it's not an error. Okay, so make more examples, make some sentences, make some questions, and if you want them to be checked, please comment them below the video. I'll check them for you. If needed, I'll explain in a different video. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye!